What is going up, guys? Carlos with another video here for Things I Wish I Knew. Probably episode number 4. And in this episode, we're going to talk about a little bit of how you should perceive your issues, any problems that you have. And by that I mean, let's say you have an issue that arises. And I thought about this as I was driving because of some issues that I've been having and everything. And I was kind of down. But anyway, to cut to the chase. So when you have an issue arise, you shouldn't view it as an issue and kind of stop and then bring it down. You should view it more as a challenge. And if you have a challenge, most of the time you want to overcome it. Especially if it's a good challenge, if you overcome this, it makes you a better person. So that's how I want you to change your perception of how you're going to view things. Especially for my men out there, it'll change the way people think of you too, especially if you're going to have lots of challenges come your way. And if you overcome this, you would be a much higher valued person. And how do you go about actually going these challenges? So what I like to do personally is I'll go ahead and, if I have a challenge, go ahead and write down the challenge at the top of the piece of paper and then answer it with 20 different solutions. So let's say I have a challenge where I need to cross the road, but there's tons of traffic. What am I going to do? Well, you start writing down 20 different solutions. So one solution is stopping traffic. Somehow get a stop sign and stop them. Second one might be something like create a plane or some kind of high trampoline to get over, etc. Come up with 20 different solutions, especially if they're crazy. And the reason why, if they're crazy, and I mean by crazy, it's like it's a solution that's somewhat doable, even though it might be a little crazy. Because if you can do that, you're exercising your brain to critically think, and you're forcing it to come up with those solutions. And the more often you do this than not, the more you're exercising your brain, and the more you will be able to critically think and utilize your brain, especially when you most need it. And then this will actually become a lot easier in the long run. In the short run, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to have a hard time coming up with different solutions. You're going to have a hard time finding ways you can handle different situations. But in the long run, you're going to see that this will come naturally, and it'll be easier for you to handle situations, especially for larger ones. And you'll be much more high valued as opposed to just someone who just kind of sits there and is like, I don't know. So you need to be a problem solver. You should be part of the problem. Don't worry. Leave the worry to God. Let Him handle the situations as well. Let Him guide you, because worry is the devil. And the more you use worry, and the more you panic and everything, the more you're going to come down, and it's going to bring you down. So, and utilize other things too. Like, let's say a situation makes you angry. Utilize that anger to push you to want to solve that problem. Same thing with sadness and everything. Don't sit around and do nothing about things. Let it fuel you to become and achieve the greater person you want to be. So your family, your loved ones, your generation is happy for who you are. So that's my 2 cents. That's something I kind of learned a little bit on the older side as well. So I'm 28 years old. I wish I knew this when I was younger. I probably would have solved a lot more things and been much more ahead of my time if I now. But you know what? Whatever. That's why I'm making this, so I can teach you guys, and then you guys can use this as you're younger, or maybe you're a little bit older. Who cares? But hey, use this. It's my 2 little cents. It helps me out. Hopefully it helps you. So exercise your brain. It's also a muscle in a way. So the more you use it, the stronger it'll get. So, and hey, the brain actually controls a lot. So control it. So, all right. Take care, guys. See you in the next video.